Do you have any fond memories or wonderful stories about Gorilla Monsoon and or Bobby the Brain Heenan?
I always remember. So Gorilla Monsoon, he was. Everyone, I guess, now that's so smart to everything knows that the gorilla position was named after Gorilla Monsoon. He used to run the matches and everything. I really don't have like a specific story about Gorilla other than when something went wrong, good Lord, could that man scream and yell.
Really?
And cuss. Oh, yeah. He would let people have it, whether it be it on headset or talent or, I mean, it was F-bomb laced with just visceral hate if something went wrong and it had to fit into the show or something like that. It was
because I think we remember him as the fans as the commentator.
Yes,
and that's what I remember.
He was
him
really
as.
good. Yeah.
Oh, he was amazing.
Yeah,
and it was he was the baby face commentator. He was the good guy, and
Jesse Jesse was the heel commentator. Yeah,
and it was so when I look at Gorilla Monsoon, I look at a middle-aged man that seemed like a dad.
I only think, like, remember when he was commentating, like, if somebody was to get hit in the back of the head and, oh, you got hit in the medulla oblongata. These are wrestling. Medulla oblongata. You got people going and looking in the encyclopedia.
Like, what in the world is he talking about?
That would be Google today.
Yes.
But yeah, he would throw some stuff out on commentary sometimes that would be it would be really entertaining.
Oh, he was hilarious.
Because no one had any clue about what he was talking about.
Yeah.
Big gambler.
Really?
Yeah. He loved to get on the table in Vegas.
Oh, okay.
And Bobby Heenan, man, he was just funny. I don't really have a specific story, but man, if he got on you, you might as well just call it a day because there was he was merciful. He showed no mercy whatsoever, and he would just annihilate you. But both those guys were such big personalities, different ways, but both of them were just huge personalities.
Heenan,
Heenan was a phenomenal manager.
I think I look at Heenan's career and I go, this guy could be in the Hall of Fame for two different things, for commentating and for being a manager. I think a lot of people, depending on your age, just remember him as a commentator, and he was unbelievable as a commentator. And he was, I think, as over on the WCW side, he was kind of the Jerry Lawler character for WCW's program.
That's a good analogy.
Yeah, the same way that Jerry was for WWE, and Bobby was able to kind of do some of the same things that Jerry was doing, and it would make I would be interested to know if those guys were kind of going back and watching each other and they were competing themselves.
I don't know. That's interesting. I don't know. Maybe I don't know that. I would, because I would think Lawler would be more in tune to do something like that. I don't think Bobby. Bobby knew exactly who he was and what he did,
what he could do.
And Lawler, I mean, pretty much is in the same boat too. But I think Lawler, just personality wise, would have been more. He would have been more curious to know what Heenan was doing.
Yeah, because I mean, even as commentators, you're competitive, right? I mean, all those guys were.
That's the thing people don't get. Everything we do is a competition. Whatever genre we fit in, And people don't want to say, well, they're not a real sport. Or, believe me, there is a ton. I've covered this a lot recently on different things, but there's a lot of competition.
Absolutely.
In every aspect of this business. It's just not the same. It's not the same as the NBA or the NFL or Major League Baseball. It's a different kind of competition, but a competition probably. It's a pretty heated competition.
Logan Paul doesn't do that move at SummerSlam if he's not competitive.
Oh no!
His bank account's just fine.
Yeah,
He's doing just fine in life. He's competitive. He wants to. I believe in his head. He wants to go out and he wants to steal the show at SummerSlam.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah.
So what's he going to do? He's going to do a move like that. It's competition. You want to steal the show. You want to be the best. I still think it's the same thing with the commentators. I bet JR and Lawler they wanted to be better than Tony Schiavone and Bobby Heenan.
No doubt about that.
Especially during those Monday Night Wars.
Are you kidding me, man? Yes, absolutely, 100%. 100%.
So even the commentators are going to try to outdo each other.
Pick each other apart. Like, why would he say that to describe that? Yeah.
And I bet you they were looking at going, man, he did that. Mm-hmm. Maybe I could steal a little bit there and put that into my repertoire and see what I could do, you know? So, because Heenan would talk about the girls just like Lawler would and everything else. And so,
there's a lot of similarities. They were all they all had their own personality, which was great. But I would imagine there was some scouting going on for sure.
Yeah. Was Heenan a ribber?
Yeah.
Yeah, I could see that.
Yeah. More of a disturber than a ribber. While I was around him, I wasn't around him a whole lot. I was around him enough though to see him kind of get things stirred up, just enough to
get stirred up and then leave the room,
and then leave the room and let it all simmer. Yeah.
Oh man! And you think about the guys he managed, though, being on the road with Andre like he was, and
he's got a pretty nice resume of a talent that he represented.
I mean, there was a time there you'd watch a pay-per-view and it felt like you guys, there would be where y'all would get on the little rings and they would bring you down to the
on the real long entrances.
Yeah, like you'd get on those little rings and it would drive you down or whatever. There was one pay-per-view I watched where I felt like every wrestler he was the manager of. I felt like there was times where he was the manager of both wrestlers that were in the rounds.
I don't know about that.
No. But I just felt like, good Lord, man, he's got a stable of guys that are under him right now.
Well, there's a lot of times where guys a lot of them didn't have a personality. Yeah. And they had talent and they could work but they just didn't have that spark, and that's where he came in.
Yeah. He was something special.